What's up, guys? Matthew getting ready to watch season 1, episode 5 of the Pacific. Last episode. Man, this show, obviously, it's already hitting me so hard. Like, something about Lecky too. Like, I said it last episode. I think that Lecky is already maybe my favorite character. Obviously, he's a real person. It's two shows between Band of Brothers and Pacific. He's probably my favorite character already. He just, oh my god, man! Last episode was haunting, and you know, obviously in Band of Brothers, we you know, there was some depression. There was this, there was that, but they didn't really go as deep into the mental health, you know what I mean, impact as they did last episode of the Pacific, and that, it hit me, man. It hit me. So I do want to hop straight into it. If you guys do like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. I'm 100% done the Pacific by now. I may already even be into Masters of the Air. If you check the YouTube comments, it will say the exact episode I'm currently on. And if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Let's get into it.
Hey, excuse me. I don't believe this. You're John Basslow. I'm gonna be in the Marine Corps.
It's a fine branch of our armed forces.
I report next Tuesday.
Boot camp's a breeze. Sleeping on Mondays.
What else?
You coming?
Keep your head down and keep moving.
This man don't care about the semantics of the media and this and that as much as he does the...
What's an NCO?
My man.
Don't be surprised if it's not quite what you expect.
Go on stage, say, back the attack a couple hundred times, get my picture took, there's not much to it.
Better than being in the midst of the shit.
What kind of message is that? Kid brother comes to visit me.
Damn, back up off me, bitch. No, Jake.
Giovanni, you're everywhere.
Yeah, they keep me running. Listen to this. 0900, I got a meeting with the governor.
God damn, man.
In Glendale. Tonight, some big deal at the Hollywood Canteen.
I had a 6-hour pass. I go to the movies, and who shows up in the newsreel? You, Mom, Pop, most of New Jersey, John
New Jersey.
How scary was it? Guadalcanal. I hope I don't freeze up or make a mistake is all. I hope I can be as...
George. Don't feel like you need to prove nothing. You know what I mean?
Don't be no hero.
Nah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
Obviously help and do your job, but I mean, I want you to survive, my man.
Hey, Sledge, Layden, what are you doing?
Wow.
Get the gear squared away! What you got?
I said it with Sledge going back home, and you know what I mean? It'd be heartbreaking either way. Either he survives, he gets back, his family's dead, or this or that. I wouldn't be surprised if Sledge gets into his first sort of combat, and then boom. Done. Just like that.
Yeah. Take that, you fucking chap.
Very motherfucking man right there. Jesus.
Hello? This K Company?
Rami Malek?
Jesus. These guys are supposed to be 60 more.
Did I hear that Rami Malek was in the show and I forgot?
Robert Oswald? Eugene Sledge? You mortars too?
Rami Malek?
Fullman. 3rd Platoon, Bill Layden. And we'll ignore you. That's Snafu. That man's DeLone, and I'm Corporal Bergen. Find
Just
yourself
those
a bunk.
names. Yo, guys. Rami fucking Malek is an actor.
Taken.
You guys gotta watch Mr. Robot. This man is crazy good.
King Company skipper, Captain Haldane. Everybody calls him Akak.
What's your name?
Delo. Capital D, small E, capital...
Small E.
Oh, ho, ho. You know this guy?
Mug's ugly enough to ring a few bells.
Gloucester, maybe?
Was it Gloucester?
Was it Gloucester?
Was he on
Was he
Gloucester?
on? He may have been
He
on
looked
Gloucester.
familiar. I can't
Maybe
really
he
tell.
was on Gloucester.
I don't know. He's ugly.
Fuck you all.
Looks like a land crab that once crawled up my pee hole.
Hey, welcome home, Carver.
Group hug.
Anything to get away from you bastards.
Yeah. We're not so lucky.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, there you go. What's in this?
When it tastes this bad, it's hard to tell.
Oh, yeah, it's wholesome, but I don't want to know.
Christmas comes in June. For Hoosier. He's always saying his prayers, making his bed.
Oh, look.
Why do I have goosebumps right now?
Thank you. Heavier reading.
With pictures.
Hey, my man. I got strong ass goosebumps.
I don't believe it.
Prank him, tackle him.
Something's wrong. Something's very wrong if you made it through boot camp.
Captain Haldane.
Sir?
What's this about, Marine? Some rite of greeting new to the Corps?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
Who are you?
Private Eugene Slade, sir.
You fellas know each other, or is this some kind of conflict resolution?
Old friend, sir. Mobile, Alabama, sir.
Mobile?
Sir.
Old friends, huh?
That explains it.
Drop him, give me 200.
As you were. But try not to dislocate a shoulder or break an arm. We need both you men healthy.
Sir.
Sir.
Carry on.
Aw, a little smile. No, I don't want to see two buds from Mobile, Alabama die next to each other, or watch the other one die. I don't want to see this.
Can't believe it. I finally get here and you go home. When you leaving?
When the Marine Corps tells me. So what's your unit?
K-35. I'm a orderman, just like you.
Oh, damn. Yeah, naked man. Whoa.
The health of the Corps is only as strong as the health of...
Do they carry the soap with them the minute it starts raining? Hey, the efficiency.
Do not trade this. Ever. 45 will stop a Jap better than a clip in your carbine. You hit one of the suckers in the hand with that? Take his arm.
God damn.
Write your father a nice thank you note for that.
Working party. 3 U-boots go with snafu. Hurry up!
You heard the sergeant.
Now. You don't mind, do you, lady?
This man's not food, oh. I love Rami Malek.
You gonna be humping up some fucking hill?
So maybe I did hear that he was in this and I forgot about it. And I really forgot about it because I'm not introduced till 5 episodes in.
I'm boo-hoo. I'm wishing you were back here with nothing asked of you but to scrub oil out of drums.
Why don't you grab a brush? Give us a hand.
Fuck that shit. I scrub drums for no man.
Oh my god.
Do whatever you want. This ain't my detail. I was supposed to dump y'all off here, then report back to the CP.
And why you still
I
here?
want to watch you guys.
I like to watch the new guys sweat.
Oh my god.
Lost mine in the polk. Somebody took it. Maybe one of the swabbies wanted a souvenir.
Yeah? Some of the guys think they're good luck. I don't know. You can have this one. I got a couple.
Sid. What's it like?
Not good.
I slept with a woman in Melbourne. I'm not bragging.
I'm bragging.
Well, that's that one, right? And then way down there, as far as you can go.
As far.
And that's what it's like. And that you can never imagine.
Gonna miss you, Sid.
I hope you survive.
Christ in heaven, would you look at her?
I don't know how to kiss or I would kiss you.
Where do the noses go?
Jesus, you got fucking 20 men yerking it somewhere.
Goddamn shave-tail son of a bitch! You keep your fucking weapon pointed downrange, or I will shove that fucking piece up your sorry fucking ass.
Yes, sir.
Don't look at me, Lieutenant. Gunny's right.
Next relay!
Haney, man. Scary as fuck. God damn, there's some big ass animals, my boy. Oh, this music is. Aww. No, I just want to see him hug and kiss. I don't know.
Have you heard the latest about the other war?
There's another war? We invaded Europe.
Landed last month in France.
Oh, well, unless you got a brother over there, most guys don't give a shit.
My brother landed in Italy. Tank battalion.
Well, I guess you get to give a shit.
Dude, I don't want anything to happen to this motherfucker. I shouldn't care this much. I'm setting myself up for failure. For heartbreak. And we've got Snafu, we got Rami Malek. Like, you put Rami Malek as an actor in a show, I don't care what the character is. I'm gonna care about him.
God created everything, right? The heavens, 7 seas, Marine Corps. Sleeping Beauty there.
Even him.
Land crabs, rats, mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes a little tough to understand, I guess. But
God created Japs.
Keep going, keep going.
Yellow slants who've tried to kill me on many occasions. Japs come from the Garden of Eden, too.
well, what we do is up to us. He gives us a choice.
Free will. Right. Except he's God, of course, so he knows what we're gonna do before we do it.
Predestination.
So the whole game is fixed by the will of Gramps on his throne while we're down here for what? His entertainment?
I've gone on a couple religion rants in a couple of my Sopranos episodes. I won't go into it here, but I've had...
So what do you believe in?
That's similar
I
opinions.
believe in ammunition. Tell you what, though. Since I'm not on speaking terms with him anymore, next time you're having a chat...
Talk to him for me? Or tell him fuck you?
Sink a few Jap transports and have them all fall on their bayonets so I can get the fuck out of here and go home.
Squad, forward, forward!
Jesus. Worse than you can imagine. Let's see. Oh, I've got goosebumps. I don't know.
I don't smoke. Yeah?
You're gonna want to. You're gonna start. Jesus. I don't know why I have... Well, I know I have such intense goosebumps because... I don't know if epic is the right word, like, you know what I mean? Because it's also horrifying, but... It's like we're fucking dying and going to heaven. Or hell. That's hell right there. It's like a roller coaster. I've never seen that before. That's cool. Get me the hell out of here! I wouldn't even look. Oh my god, that is horrifying. This is one of the most horrific visuals I've ever seen. I'm praying to God. I talk about how I'm not religious. I'm praying to God, bro. That man gonna get shot in the face the minute he steps off that goddamn boat. I'm gonna be honest. Call me stupid or like I don't know anything. I didn't even know that there were like boats that had the tread on them that could move on land. I didn't know that. Like at a certain point you're like, Jesus! Is it even smart to crawl up the beach? I mean, I feel like we're going slower. Oh my god. Like the training, all this training. The training goes out the fucking window. You know what I mean? A portion of the time. Oh, the fucking training. This might be the craziest action sequence or set piece yet in either of the shows. Oh my, you hear your fucking brothers, I'm bleeding out, I'm dying, I lost a leg, I'm shot, and you gotta keep going? Dude, oh my god, my chest hurts. All this fucking screaming, dude. Oh my god, someone got Popeyed. Oh, this, no, I have goosebumps. Shut the fucking game, dude! Look at how much fucking blood and guts and dead bodies. I like how we're focusing on a couple companies. I think they're different companies. These are so cool. Why have I not known that they've existed? Apparently for almost 100 years. Dude, like the fucking the sky is red from the mist of the blood. Jesus Christ, did he get hit? What the fuck?
Part of it. You're supposed to hook up with the rest of the battalion in the southern edge of the airfield, in the brush line.
Got it.
Dude, this man is a fucking badass.
First team on me, let's go!
Dude, like it's like it. Obviously, it's skill, you know what I mean? It's competency, but there's so much luck. A random ass bullet from the other side of the island can fucking hit you in your head and you're dead.
Gorman!
That's bad too. This man's bleeding out. God damn it.
Man! Hey, everything's gonna be fine. Bill, it ain't shit. Everything's gonna be fine. It ain't shit.
God, it looks like shit.
Damn it! Gorman!
You gotta fucking. Okay, good.
Oh, God damn it!
You gotta watch as your friends slowly fucking bleed.
Sorry. What? Bill, help me carry him back.
That's dude. That's the thigh right there. That shit might already be donezo.
Orders! Give me some HE on those sons of bitches! No!
Jesus.
Let's go! Move on!
God, dude. Like the communication, that's what like the rigid training really like beats it into you. The communication, following orders, shit like that. You can't get anything done if you don't trust these motherfuckers around you. That tank looks awesome, man. Like it looks like a mini tank. That makes sense. There we. Jesus Christ.
Lieutenant wants us up front. Let's go. Lecky! Lecky!
Okay.
You okay? Thirsty? Yeah. Who's your guy hit?
Keep moving! Let's go, let's go!
You going
damn.
Asiatic?
Soaking wet.
What you gonna do in your stocking feet when the fucking Japs bust through the line?
Yes, sir. I'll listen to anything Rami Malek says to me. I don't know about Sledge. It looks like we're on the fucking moon. You know what I mean? Like, it looks that fucked up. It doesn't look like Earth. And just think about like how beautiful and luscious and vibrant these islands were to just resort to fucking this.
You ain't got enough ammo.
Sure thing, Skipper.
Perimeter's 30 yards out from your hole. LP's out beyond that. Password's Lilliputian. My man awake at all times.
Lilliputian.
Lilliputian.
Hey!
We're rich, boys.
Jesus Christ.
Japs got a shitload of gold in this tea.
Gold is what? 30 bucks an ounce?
These guys are so fucking desensitized to the violence and all that. You know what I mean? That it's nothing. It's a cakewalk for snafu.
4 hours. Anything moves, kill it.
Got a fucking a pouch on him, 30 gold teeth in there. Again, we're going back to the stuff that, like, with the Bastone and the... It looks like fucking fireworks or the sky is falling out there. God damn, man. I think... I don't know, there was a lot of... I don't want to say... Again... I don't want to offend anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying when I say action, as in like comparing action to like excitement wise or anything like that. I don't want anyone to go, how could you care about that? No, this is dude, no. I'm just looking at it from like an action standpoint. I think that might have been the most intense action I've seen in either Band of Brothers or Pacific. Obviously, it's not as emotionally hitting as like Bastone because I've grown to be with the characters for a little longer than I have with these guys. But just from a pure action standpoint, that was fucking visceral. Like we watch. I've never seen a battle like that, and again, I'm talking about both shows, Band of Brothers Pacific, that, they're both doing this. I've never seen it in other forms of, entertainment or fiction or historical, biography. Haven't really seen any other historical things, if that makes any sense. I've never seen them like step by step show the battle, like, hey, look, we're on the boat and we're going on the boat and then we're on the beach and we're going up the beach. You know what I mean? Like, showing that step-by-step aspect, one, gets my heart beating even more. You know what I mean? It feels like I'm there. It feels like I'm taking every step next to these guys. It feels like I'm in the fucking thick of it. It makes it so fucking visceral. Man. Rami Malek? Oh boy, dude. Maybe I did hear that Rami Malek was in the show, and I just forgot. Because I do remember, obviously, I am watching Mr. Robot for the channel right now. I do remember hearing that Rami Malek was in a show that I was about to watch. So I think it was The Pacific, but I just forgot that he was in it. And then also, even if I did remember, he wasn't in it for the first 4 episodes, so I would have been surprised anyway. But, wow, I love Rami Malek, man. Y'all go do yourself a favor. If you like Rami Malek, you gotta see Mr. Robot. Arguably one of the all-time great shows, and he is phenomenal in it. I'm very dude. See, I already like him. Like, he feels charismatic. He feels like almost like an elder statesman. But it's still able to connect with people, still understand people. I like him so far, and obviously, I like Sledge this episode too. And you know, this was the first episode where we really saw Sledge, you know what I mean, get there, and that's a thing too that I like, to where I talk about that step-by-step thing, and obviously, again, this is real. This isn't, you know what I mean, a story that someone wrote or anything like that. This is real stuff that's happened. Talk about that step-by-step stuff. Seeing him step-by-step be at home, wanting to go, not being able to go, and then he goes through training, and then, you know what I mean, and then, you know what I mean, meets up with his boy, meets up with his friend. Yeah, dude, and not like. You can tell that he's not excited, as in like a woohoo, let's go kill, you know what I mean? But there's like almost like a, I don't know. He wants to see it for himself almost. And you know that it's going to be horrible. You know that it's going to be the most, you know what I mean, horrific thing possible. And then you see him go through it, and you know what I mean? Like he's, you know what I mean? He's not scared or, well, he's not like a pussy or anything like that. He's tough. He's moving through it, but he's like, his, like the worldview is going, oh my God, this is crazy. And I like seeing, like the stuff with the snafu getting the tooth out. You know what I mean? That's such like a, like, you know what I mean? Like a normal fucking Tuesday for him, for people who've been there for a while, who know what to deal with, who have experienced it before. You know what I mean? They're trying to, oh, I'll get a little money here, get a little money there, or, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's so normalized to see him, not like blow his mind, but be like, oh my God. And so some of that stuff, you don't hear about that stuff necessarily. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know how to explain it. And maybe I'm not the best at explaining it, but like when you hear about war, as, you know, some like an outsider like me, and like an outsider that, you know what I mean, Sledge was, I would assume he heard the same stuff as me. You hear about the war, you know what I mean? You hear about, oh, you shoot people, you know what I mean? You go home, stuff like that. But as we've seen throughout the show so far, it's like your day-to-day life is kind of not normal, obviously, but you're not fighting 24/7 for fucking 7 months straight. You have some downtime. You have, you know what I mean? And it's almost like, it's like, I don't want to say own society, its own culture formulates, you know what I mean? Where we got to collect this, collect that, do this, do that. It's, again, I don't know if that made sense to anyone. I just find that part of the, you know, showcasing the sort of in-depth specifics of the war and of the, obviously, the men in the military, I think that's some of the most interesting parts, like the gambling or the trading, the bartering, stuff like that. It's, you know, it's because, again, I hope people understand what I mean when I say this. Not normalizes in like a, yeah, I've dealt with that, but like, it's the everyday life of being in this fucking hellhole dealing with this shit. But it's, you know what I mean? You're there every single day. I like seeing some of the conversations that they have, and that again, I always say it, and I keep saying it, and I know people talk wild in the comments or whatever, you know what I mean? But like, I don't really want to see people go to war. Nobody should want to see people go to war. And I know that there's some crazy fucks that go, yeah, dude, let's let the military take out over everything. No, I don't want that. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not justifying whatever the fuck the other side is, because they're, you know what I mean? But the reason I say that is because even if we're completely in the right and the other side is completely in the wrong, we have to go through fucking war to, you know what I mean, to do it. And some of these heroes, some of these amazing men come back home. Well, first of all, some of them don't come back home. Okay, you know what I mean? That's already heartbreaking enough, but some of them come back home and they're not even the same person. They're heartbroken, their world, you know what I mean? They're depressed. They can't live a normal life ever again. That stuff is so horrifying to think about. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, man. Wow. It's, again, sorry if I'm bouncing around a little bit, but going back to that action, you know what I mean? And again, looking at it from the perspective of I'm watching a TV show, they didn't fucking stick a camera in the sand and show fucking, you know what I mean, the stuff back in the day. It's a recreation of what happened. I've been complaining the first 4 episodes. Hey, it's been a little dark. It's been a little dark, and obviously most of the battles took place at night. So one could say, well, yeah, of course it was dark. It was night, and it was a little too dark for being a TV show. But I always feel like they're, you know what I mean, saving the budget for shit like that because, again, I want to repeat. Something about the way that they filmed the entire, or that they showed the entire fucking process really hit me as it being, like, you know what I mean? Cause I'm trying to think to Band of Brothers too, and obviously, you know what I mean, we saw the in-depth, you know what I mean, atrocities of the war and of the fighting, of the bombs, of the shooting, but I don't know, that, I think the closest thing would be opening to episode 2 on D-Day. This, yeah, that'd be it, you know. Band of Brothers had the D-Day thing in episode 2 where we saw, you know what I mean, we get on the plane, and then we're on the plane, and then we jump down, and then we find our men, and then we go kill people. You know what I mean? Then we, you know, go on a mission. This felt like this, you know what I mean? The same sort of thing, and dude, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Because I feel like out of all of the shows that I watch for my channel, the Pacific Band Brothers, obviously, you know, in the future Masters of the Air, they're the shows that I don't necessarily have the best discussions because it's so real that one, I can't theorize or, you know what I mean, predict anything because it's real life, you know what I mean? But two, it's just so uncomfortably real that sometimes, you know what I mean, it's got me crawling out of my skin. It's got me questioning what I'm seeing. It's got me, man. And you know, this episode obviously had a lot less Lecky than the, you know, the last couple episodes. But dude, like, even so, like, he's got to sit there and watch his fucking friend bleed out. Like, are you kidding me? I don't know. Maybe he makes it, but it looked pretty goddamn bad. But dude, I can't fathom. You know what I mean? I cannot fathom being in this situation with people I care about and, you know what I mean, watching them fucking die or bleed out, or, you know what I mean, one second I'm looking at them, one second I look over here, the other second they're fucking blown to smithereens. No. No, 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 thank you. We're halfway done the show. I'm trying to think, like, I think I tried to speak about it earlier. I don't really know, again, I opened up in my Band of Brothers, you know, first episode, my Pacific first episode. I don't really know that much about the history. I don't World War II has never been a time period in which I've been interested in. And obviously, people are gonna, you don't care about the sacrifice. Stop that bullshit, dude. Yes, I care and respect, okay? But in terms of, like, learning about or reading about, or, you know what I mean? It's not my favorite thing to learn about or pay attention to. There's a lot of stuff in life to pay attention to. Me personally, I don't do that. So, but when you are comparing, you know what I mean, the sort of the European side or the Pacific side, I have heard more about the European aspect. I've heard more about Hitler. I've heard more about some of the battle. And I don't know that much about battles, but I did hear about a couple things. With the Pacific, I only heard of Iwo Jima, I think. And again, I don't know the geography. I don't know, like, you know what I mean. I don't know the order of events that, you know, the Pacific theater sort of went by, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if we're working up to that or getting to that. Like I said, that's the only one that I've heard of, I think. Okinawa too. Yeah, I've heard of Okinawa. So I don't know if again, I would assume if we're doing a war, if we're, you know what I mean, if we're doing a show and we're basing it on real life stories of the Pacific theater, I would assume that these guys are going to go to those two places. And I've heard that those were absolute, like, dude, unfathomably fucked up. Unfathomably fucked up. So, if I thought this was bad, if I thought some of the stuff in Band of Brothers was bad, because like I said, again, I knew not a lot, but I knew that the Pacific Theater, crazy violent. Like, so much more dangerous and violent and unpredictable than whatever happened in Europe. So, if I've seen some of the, you know what I mean? If I got surprised or shocked with some of the Band of Brothers, if I got shocked with some of this stuff, dude, dude, this shit's gonna be crazy, man. I'm already halfway done too, so. But I think that's gonna be it. I really appreciate you guys for watching me struggle, cry, almost throw up into this shit. There's also real quick. I don't know if I'm reading it incorrectly or whatever too, but you know, someone like Snafu, who seems like a, you know what I mean, like a grizzled vet, and you know, vet. He could be 6 months. He seems like someone who's experienced, who's, you know what I mean, used to this. But even like before, you know what I mean, before this shit happened, he's throwing up. It's almost like when I got goosebumps thinking about, you're going into war. You know what I mean, or not war. You're going into a specific battle. You know what I mean, where you could die. And sure, in your mind, you're like, yeah, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna do this. But it's almost like your body's having a reaction against your will, like, hey, dude, I don't want to go, I'm stressed, we're going to fucking die, I'm panicking. You know what I mean? Now, someone's gonna say, oh, no, he just threw up because of this. Maybe. I'm saying, maybe isn't, that's the thing you guys can tell me. But that's just how I saw it for the first, you know what I mean, immediate thing. But it's like I said, no, let me tell you what, there are some crazy, and I'm not saying that is a negative thing. There are some crazy motherfuckers in military or army or the Marines or whatever that are like, yeah, go into battle, boom, 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 let's go home. Rock solid, you know what I mean? Stone cold, no thoughts about it. But even the most skilled men in these regiments, even the most relied upon, or you know what I mean, they still panic in their head, or it's, again, fucking respect to the people who had to go through this. So, but I think that's going to be it. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out. I've got the full-length reactions up on Patreon, like I said at the beginning of the video. I'm probably already done the Pacific. I may be already into Masters of the Air. If you check the YouTube comments, it will say the exact episode I'm currently on. And other than that, the most important thing, if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. I'll see you guys next week. You guys have a good one.